Hey babies, it's Auntie. How my babies doing? I just got on her really quick because I haven't had a chance to talk to y'all today. And well, I guess it's technically tomorrow now. But also to talk about a couple things with my babies that I think are real important. We talk a lot about our emotional health. And me being an emotional health coach, I have a whole lot of experience with different kinds of trauma, but more importantly, how to navigate your way out of them, especially alone. So everybody's got their thing, and that tends to be a gift that I have that I try my hardest to share because it's really important. Not everybody has a strong emotional support network, but we are a lot more self-sufficient than we give ourselves credit for. He's blessed us with a whole lot of gifts that oftentimes we don't use in exchange for getting that assistance or validation from others. So I had a real interesting conversation with a younger person that suffers from one of the disorders we talk a lot about on here. You see it throughout TikTok. That would be narcissistic issues, traits, or the full-blown disorder. And what the child had said to me, it blew my mind in terms of it was so to the point and easy to understand. And we hear a lot from our elders, well, I know I have in the past, that you can learn something from anyone. And oftentimes, a lot of times what adults will do is they'll minimalize what a child says, what a child thinks. I mean, as if there's nothing for me to learn here. This person needs to learn from me. So I basically just shut it up and listened. And what the young person was basically stating was their view on basically being called out for bad behaviors. And what the child had expressed was, regardless of how much evidence there is as to some type of bad behavior that has occurred that has directly affected yourself or someone else, someone near them, it should be erased the moment they give an alternative story. And I'm going to use something extreme. Let's say you catch an individual standing over a person's body. They've got blood all over them and what appears to be a weapon, which also has blood. According to this young person, yes, you see the evidence, you see what you see in terms of what the scene looks like. But if the person holding the knife tells you, I didn't do it, I just got here, someone came and did this, I just so happen to be here now, that's supposed to suffice. And if you don't take that, like, oh, okay, well, all right, it was the masked gunman, okay. Unless you respond in that way, you are now abusive and toxic. So let's move that to a more mature individual. Sound familiar? You caught them red-handed cheating on you. You caught them red-handed stealing money out of your account. You caught them red-handed in the middle of a conversation with a person, implicating you in something you were never involved in, something you'd never done. You heard it come out of their mouth. They didn't do it because they told you they didn't. So oftentimes, those of us who don't suffer, those of us who are in relationships or situationships with persons that suffer, we care for them so deeply that we are willing to do that for them. From all the past sob stories, that's where the sob stories come in. Because you already had sob stories from this person. So automatically you're willing to be compassionate. Like, well, maybe I am. No. That is what they're counting on. Something that survivors really need to build strength on is acceptance of how you feel, what you see, and the decisions you've made for yourself. If you feel how you feel, it's the truth. No one should be able to talk you out of it. If you see what you saw with your own two eyes, no one should be able to talk you out of it. And if they try to do that, that is clear-cut manipulation for that person's benefit. Period. He's not drinking right now. He might be, but still, it's not the alcohol. It's not, oh, well, whatever sob story that was told. Oh, well, she's like that because of... No. Things are the way they are. And most of us have seen that these people are quite judgmental. So, the fact that they think that they can rewrite history and convince you that what you see, what you feel, what you're experiencing is not real, really gives you a bird's eye view of what is very apparent. The person does not care about you, does not mean well for you, and you need to disengage immediately. Whew. I should have put a trigger warning ahead of that. I'm sorry, babies, but it was on Auntie's heart, and it is something that was needed to be said and heard. I wish when I was 20, someone had have said the same thing to me. All right, babies. I'm going to finish doing my thing out here with The Walking Dead. Smooches. All right, y'all.